Many of us are bragging about walking around with little to no sleep, fueled by coffee and deadlines and fears, literal zombies. We say things like, I'll rest when I'm dead, and unfortunately, that's the only time many of you are going to get rest. Okay, the Most High Jesus has been known to say no. Okay, he wants us to rest within him. And especially during this time, if you're being propelled to get more rest, it's for a reason. The Most High wants us to rest and receive. Let's go to scripture, Matthew 11:28, which says, "Come to me all who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest." Now, this particular scripture is definitely for those of us that have been in Gen Z, this very tired generation. And literally, people are not just sleepy, they're at the point of taking a nap while standing up, that level of tired. And why? Because we live in a world that glorifies busyness, that glorifies the hustle culture, thriving off of capitalism. And what ends up happening is that most people end up drained, exhausted, and near collapse. So although some people treat overworking, the lack of rest, as some form of their merit, that they're working hard, Jesus treats us to rest as a gift. And you don't have to earn a gift. You just have it. You receive it. This is an invitation to lay your burdens down and know that things are going to be cared for. You're not going to get anything faster. You're not going to get anything more by overwhelming yourself. And notice also, he didn't say, come to me when you've got it all figured out. He didn't say, come to me once you finish your to-do list, all your chores. Come to me after you fixed all your problems. Not at all. He says, come as you are. If you're messy, if you're burdened, if you're overwhelmed, and I will give you rest. So in other words, Jesus is saying to you at this time that if you're experiencing some level of overwhelm and exhaustion, before you collapse, he got you. He wants to lessen your burden. And some of us are trying to carry things that the Most High never asked us to carry. So we allow ourselves to be overcome by stress, anxiety, and worry about things that are material. Okay, things that you're not going to take with you if you happen to leave here. And I want to also get into this myth of self-sufficiency. Okay, so the world says if you want something done right, do it yourself. But the Most High Jesus, Yeshua, says if you want something done right, hand it over to him. So how many of us have wrestled with problems that literally by having faith can already be solved? Imagine someone that is drowning, refusing a life preserver, yelling, no thanks, I think I'm going to manage. That's how we look, trying to flail around in life, thinking that we can do it without God. So the Most High wants us to receive from him, not struggle by ourselves. We weren't designed to run on E. We're like a phone that refused to be charged, but still we expect it to function properly. Okay, the Most High wants us to plug into him. And the power of resting in the promises of God, it's not just about taking naps. It's not just about, Netflix and chill, which, is fun sometimes. But it's about trusting that God is working everything out, even when we are not literally working. Also in Psalm 127:2 says, in vain you rise early and stay up late, toiling for food to eat, for he grants sleep to those he loves. So translating this, God is handling things even when we're asleep. You're making wealth while you're asleep. You're regenerating your cells while you're sleeping. So if you're expecting a breakthrough, if you're praying for provisions, if you're praying for healing, all these things are coming to you, but from a place not of stress and striving, but a place of resting and thriving. It's coming from his grace. So this is a call for you to receive the gift of rest. And some of us are like that one friend who won't accept a free meal. There's some people, which is a good quality. They may say, no, I got it on my own. But sometimes we all need a helping hand. And that helping hand comes in the form of rest. It is not laziness. It's an act of faith. And it's also something that is going to help you be a better person. So in conclusion, I urge you, if you're feeling that you're near exhaustion, drop all of that stress. Okay, drop the baggage, take a deep breath, and receive the rest that Jesus is offering. Stop trying to prove yourself to all these people. You have nothing to prove. Stop stressing about what's going to happen tomorrow, because through your faith and through all the works that you've already done, it's happening.